from NBC News. This is Today with Kathy Lee Gifford and Hoda Kotb.
We're back on this Booze Day Tuesday with more of Today and proof that you can reinvent yourself if you really want to. Whether your kids don't need you anymore or you need some extra cash or a divorce has left you looking for an income, it can be done.
Yes, Lynn McVall was a stay-at-home mom going through a divorce when she started Vivify Lighting. It's a lamp design company that just got its first order from Anthropology.
Good for her.
And Gail Ambrosius opened the doors to Gail Ambrosius Chocolatier in Madison, Wisconsin, a year after being laid off. Also here is More Magazine's feature editor, Miss Susan Swimmer.
Hi again, Susan. Nice to meet you, ladies.
I love these kind of stories because it gives people at home hope that when you are down and out, you can pull yourself up. Why don't you tell us what happened to you? You were going through a divorce, and then the company came when? How did that work?
After I went through a divorce, I needed work. I needed a job. And at this time in my life, I wanted to follow the dream of having my own business. At the same time, I just inherited a lamp from my aunt. And
an antique type of lamp?
Yes. And it just brought me joy, and I loved how it looked in the house. I thought, that's what I want to do.
Wow.
I want to make hand-blown glass lamps that other people will love it and possibly pass down to their loved ones too someday.
But you had no idea how to do that. I thought they didn't know they're hand-blown.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The first step is that you've got a passion.
Yeah. Yes.
And you want to follow that dream. And that's exactly what she did.
I did.
But then you have to have, Susan, you have to have means too. You can have a dream, but you don't have any way to make it happen, right?
It's true. I mean, planning is a really important part of the whole scenario. And I think both of these women really planned out what they were going to do. It requires a leap of faith at one point, but first you need to get yourself in order. You need to find the experts that are going to tell you what you need to know. The internet is a wonderful world to get a lot of information. More Magazine is committed to reinvention. This is what women are meant to do.
Well, in a way, what's happened in the world with the economy and everything is a blessing in disguise for lots of people because they are finally saying, you know what, I am going to go back to that thing that I wanted to do when I was younger.
Story because
Gail has a great story.
I worked for the state of Wisconsin for 10 years as a cartographer, so that's a map maker.
A map drawer.
Oh, wow. I was making maps. So I lost my job in a round of budget cuts. That was in 2003. I took a whole year to prepare to open my business as a chocolatier, and that was a dream I had way back when I was 17 years old, and I visited Paris for the first time.
Oh, okay. So how did you go from wanting it to actually making it a reality?
Well, I did a lot of homework, and that's what I would really suggest to people, really study who are your customers, how are you going to sell to them,
have a business plan.
Why are they going to buy from you, right? And do that research.
You kind of felt what was happening with the economy, and you started taking classes.
I started taking classes before I got my pink slip because I could see it coming.
You saw it coming. Yeah.
But how did you? Well, you guys were going through heartache at the same time.
Yeah.
How did you make it through that?
It brought a lot of joy. I mean, when you sketch out something on a piece of paper and then you see your lamp, that really brings joy and excitement to your life.
And so it helped the healing process along for you.
And my kids are a part of it too. I mean, this is a family business for us. When we're talking about how it starts out, I started out with making lamps at my kitchen table.
Right.
That's how I save money.
Do you know how to build glass yourself?
I can build the lamp. Yeah, absolutely. But it took a lot of practice. I took apart every lamp in my house and then started putting them back together before I started building these.
I think being able to pour yourself into something, to take control of your own destiny is very empowering. And both of these women, great examples of doing that. I mean, I think they are really testament to what can be done.
I think you just need to believe in yourself. That's number one.
Well, thank you for inspiring people at home. We appreciate all three of you for coming to visit us.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.